Well, guess I made a mistake there. It was a little early on. Just get over to the right side. What meant? Yeah, I know. The whole pre-stream was supposed to finish, but I managed to misclick on my stream deck, so I guess I'm live now. Hello everybody, how is you all doing? Yeah, so I guess most of you have been watching the live stream with Frontier, and is somewhat up to date on what's going on. And I figured, I really haven't had that much time. It's just been following up on what's been going on, like reading brief discussions here and there on Discord and some stuff on Reddit. I haven't seen a whole lot of what's going on. Obviously, I'm right here, right now at the Ghost ship, which was announced in the Super Cruise news earlier today. Commander Dr. Digital says, first Commander played it with 3+ hours. Now this, I'm not getting anything productive done today. No, so the plan is, I've seen some spoilers here and there, but I've tried to stay mostly spoiler free, and I want to try and solve this, and together with you guys, hopefully. And it actually ties in quite well. I didn't know this, but this is exactly I think this is where the Frontier stream left off, as far as I know. So I think what I've done right now, we have in front of us, we have the mega ship, and or the Ghost ship, as you can see here, and the Ghost ship has a number of different bays. There are 2 cargo bays. There's a hackable data transmitter. There's some escape hatches, and there's a ship log. I have already scanned the ship log, and we're going to take a look at that in a second. But I'm just a little bit too curious to not go in and hack the cargo base and see what's inside. Oh, is that it? Oh, it's right there. Okay. So I have to do this. I would assume, I mean, there's no NPCs around. This is not an anarchy system, so this could end badly, but there's no NPCs, so I don't think anybody here will scan me. So this should actually be safe. So let's go ahead and just data link scan this thing. Night vision on. That's a very good point. Now you guys can see what's going on. Yep. So scanning the cargo bay should reveal a limpet docking point. Yes. And I think, if I recall correctly, that we need a hatch breaker for that. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me just get over to that camera there. And let me just get rid of Discord, because that is making noises, and we don't want Discord making noises during live streams. Streamer mode enabled. There we go. Okay, so Sagan says, you want to watch the stream, but you don't want spoilers. This will obviously be a very spoiler-contained live stream. So, sorry about that. Okay, did we get that hackable, oh, we lost it again. Okay, I need to set up my, my firing groups. Like so. Cargo bay, data link scan it. And limpet docking port. Okay, so that's being hatch braked. Ooh, what do you have for us? The cargo is not being ejected. Mineral oil. Oh, only see my lovely face. Sorry. Game not visible. Sorry. Yeah. I need to read chat more often. So, okay, we hacked this thing. And as you can see here, it only contained mineral oil in cargo bay 3. So let's go and check out cargo bay 2. Yes, I know. You wouldn't think I've been doing this for this many years now, would you? There we go. Let's go and scan this. And cargo bay 2 is a target. Canadian Ale, yes, there is a Discord. If you go to discord.d2ea.com, it will take you straight there. Okay, this one contains more mineral oil. Liquid oxygen. So there's wreckage component. Oh, it's just most of the stuff is on my ignore list. Damaged escape pod, wreckage component, water, liquid oxygen. Okay. Nothing too fancy. Where is cargo bay 1? I've seen 2 and 3. Maybe 1 is damaged. Okay, what about the escape hatches? Can we do anything with those? Oh, drifted outside of range. There is a limpet docking port on the escape hatch. Let's see if the hatch breaker will open it up for us. I would get escape pods. There we go. What do we have here? Occupied escape pods. In mass. All of the occupied escape pods. Well. I should have a collector limpet. Oh, great. Let's remove occupied escape pod from our ignore list. And then let's not target something. There we go. And then fire a couple of collectors. Since this ship has been adrift for like 200 years. I think when they say occupied, they mean like there's a pile of ash or bone in there. That's probably all that's left at this point. There's also other escape pods. There was this damaged escape pods. We're just gonna take these. I don't know what I need them for, or if I need them for anything. Okay, I got it damaged as well as occupied. Damaged escape pod. Damaged escape pod. Okay. Any more occupied? Yeah, there are. Where are those? Come on, game. Oh, there is still inside. Oh yeah, Limpet's still trying to get inside. Should we, just for good measures, so that we are thorough about this. This was escape hatch. What? This was escape hatch 0. Let's go to 1. Oops. And let's get the right group here. Scan this thing. Good. We have a docking point. Gonna hack that. Okay, my limpet is still trying to break into the other hangar, so I'm just gonna scoop some of this stuff manually. Yeah, I'm gonna need a collector for that. Are there any more? That's occupied. That's all the occupied ones now. Okay. Sorry, the rest of you guys, you're probably already dead, so you're not sorry. Okay, what else do we have on this thing? So we've been at the cargo base, we have been the ship log uplink, I've been there, and we're gonna look at that at the end. Hackable data transmitter. So I'm just gonna switch my fire groups around a bit. And switch over from a hatch breaker to a recon. Let's go over to that. Oh, need the right group here. Where is it? Is it jumping over a group? Collector D-scan. I have 3 groups. What's going on? Data link scanner. There we go. Yeah, it's private. I know. Thought we were gonna crash into the antenna. Okay, now I'm getting bounties. Let's get this real quick. Come on. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. Restore the shield cycle recording in storage. Firmware, okay. Okay, we gained a bit of bounty. Until the police arrive, we should be safe here. I think we've taken everybody and everything as well, regardless. Let's just check our... Do they have a station we can sneak our way into? God, all these fleet carriers. They do. Is it far away? Nah, it's not bad. Okay, so let's go to the station. Let's get rid of our bounty. Let's bounty. Go hand ourselves in. Then it's not a find. It's a bounty, isn't it? Yeah, it's a bounty. Okay, we need to find that interstellar factor. Let me just find that real quick. We can get rid of that bounty. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna get some speed away from here, so that I am in the Chan. CHU CK nay KC CH and Chukchan system. Yes, and I'm looking for interstellar factors. Search. Okay, we have one in the neighboring system. Do we have one that's not too much travel time? Yeah, we do. This one. Okay, good, great. We're gonna go there, and then we're gonna look at the log in when we get over there. Oh, maybe on the way actually. Can we do that? Should be right next to us. Okay, good. We get chat back so I can see you guys. Wee, wee. Okay, so we're just gonna go pay off our fines, and we don't need the cargo anymore. So here we have the log. It's going to disappear again. We can see here the different days it left, and we get some hints about where it's going. Check the local Galnet article in Chukchan. Okay, I'll go and do that. I'm just gonna go and look at the log while and we're also gonna get... I'm gonna keep all the inputs, it's okay. which stream do I promote, YouTube or Twitch? You can watch whatever site you like. Obviously, I'm most active, like live stream wise, it doesn't matter. I'm equally active live streaming on YouTube and Twitch. But of course I have, my main focus is videos which goes out on YouTube. So if you just want to hear, if you're just here for the live streams, then whatever site you prefer. Is there going to be no community goal because of the Halloween event? It seems so. Do we need limpets for this? No. Now I just hacked into the ship because I wanted to see what it had, but you don't have to do that. And there doesn't seem like there was anything special other than a few escape pods that I managed to steal. Yeah, that's completely fine. You prefer to watch on Twitch. There we go. So that lock. So you can see here it says departing under private license, day 28, which then assumes the 28, 10, 30, 11, 11, or 30, 31, 11. Nothing there, at least that we can decode. But the day later it says entering system with a K-class star and 11 bodies, heading for the third body, arriving at listed. So there's some system with a K-class star, 11 bodies, and a listening post around the third one. Updating route to rendezvous with planetary service team. And the service team is obviously one we already found some information about out in the Coalsack Nebula. Thanks for all the follows on Twitch. Now, where's my landing pad? There we go. Hold on, do they have search and rescue? Woohoo! Get all the money. Okay. So let's look at the log again. So they arrive in that system. Then they're entering a system with an M-class star heading for metal body. Outpost is at an altitude of 11 point whatever. Receiving cargo. And then they're going, the day later, they're going for something light years. This could be 10, this could be hundreds light years, we don't know. Entering system with an A-class star. Security systems most likely offline. Ship launching something. Ship launched whatever. I don't know. Somebody said something about a Galnet article. I guess I have to be in the system to see that. Or... I got the log from the ghost ship, the nose of the ghost ship. Ghost ship arrived in church. Okay, you know what? We're gonna listen to this.
Ghost ship arrives in Chukchin system. Pilots Federation alert. An abandoned mech.
Let me just get the volume up for you guys a little bit here. It sounds like it's a little low. Or was that just me? Maybe that's voice volume, actually.
That set out 2 centuries ago has returned on automatic pilot to the Chukchan system. Local security forces were scrambled to intercept an unidentified vessel that was detected on a collision course with Chukchan 5B. The megaship displayed no signs of life, so tugs were deployed
Released. Engines engaged.
to wrench it into a safe orbit. This caused onboard power systems to overload with explosive results, damaging cargo holds
Landing gear retracted.
and spilling debris. The name of the ship was confirmed as the Adamastor, but no further information is available in the public domain. Specialists from the Alliance Salvage Guild boarded the derelict to conduct an investigation. Their preliminary report stated, the Adamastor has been traveling at sublight speed through interstellar space
Frameshift drive charging.
for nearly 200 years. There are no remains of the crew. All escape pods and secondary craft have been launched, and several airlocks were manually opened from within. A complete absence of
Yeah, it is annoying that the Kovas takes over.
identification suggests that this ship was intended for clandestine operations. All data drives have been deliberately erased. There is evidence of a reinforced cargo hold, fitted with what looks like the remains of environmental equipment. Recent fire damage makes it impossible to be more specific. The ship's original destination is unknown, having returned to its launch point on autopilot. Calculating its trajectory implies that it passed near the HIP 61595, HIP 64011 and HIP 65201 systems. The Adamastor will remain in orbit for further examination.
Okay. Can set the volumes back to a more pleasant level so they're not that loud. We'll turn the voice back up if we need to listen to more. Okay, so they did mention a few systems, and you mentioned the local Galnet article. Can I see that from space, or do I need to be docked? I think I need to be docked, right? Yeah, they gave us 3 systems to search there. No, there's nothing else recent here, so I think maybe I need to be docked to get the local news. But one point that I also saw some of you guys make in chat that I also thought of was, this is the order that has been jumping, and we're now seeing it at the end of its journey. So maybe we should work our way backwards, so that we should start by entering an A-class system with an A-class star. And then we need to go a certain number of light years, that's either 10 or hundreds or something, to another one with an M-class. But I think let's just go and read the. You know what I need? You know what I need? I need a notepad, so we can write down important stuff and things, like system names. Okay, so they've showed HIP. Actually, let's do this. This is probably faster. Okay, so Galnet gave us HIP 61595. Actually, that's capitalized. Just for... Wow. There we go. And it gave us HIP 64011, as well as HIP 65, like that. Those are the 3 systems that that we got. So Jarek, I don't know. It's just a Halloween event. And again, I know there's probably plenty of people who already solved it. I know for a fact that some people have solved it. Frontier mentioned it in their live stream. But I have so far been staying mostly spoiler-free. One of you guys said, gave me a little hint and said I should read the local article, so we're gonna do that. Two 0, that should be pretty close. Oh, that was not what I wanted. I wanted that off.
Attention. Deploy landing gear.
Oops.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay, do we have some local news?
Landing successful. Docking restraints engaged.
Secret of the... Ah! Private investigators has can they read this aloud? No, they can't. Okay. Private investigators has uncovered some background to the derelict megaship that recently arrived in this system. Little is known about the Adamastor, which returned on autopilot after 200 years with no sign of... Ah! So it's returned. So this is its origin position. That makes... So it went out, probably out towards, I would guess, the... what's his name? Coalsack Nebula. And then it returns on autopilot. And that's why it's returned here, because that is where it started. So we can run the log in the right order. Nice. Like that. Great. No sign of crew, but an experienced detective has come out of retirement to tackle the mystery. Nice. I like that. That's like a... I got like one of those mediocre afternoon detective series on TV. Local resident Benjamin Chester, who was a founding member of the renowned GameGlass investigation agency, told journalists, I convinced the Alliance Salvage Guild to pass on some serial numbers that they discovered inside the Adamastor. Then I started sourcing databases, interviewing sources, and, well, doing my old job. Nice. The megaship was owned by a corporation called Asmuth Biochemicals. I feel like we should write that down. So we have... actually, you know what? Adamastor owner was... Where was the name again? It was called... Asmuth Chemicals. There we go. Okay. No, don't save that. Okay, have that I will. This was taken over by a similar corporation. Oh, great. Adamastor first owner. And it was taken over that was called Pharmapin? I have no idea. I don't know how this is pronounced. Something along those lines. Okay. But both were liquidated long ago. If there's a third owner, I'm gonna be mad. No mission records exist, but service crew reports mention that the service crew reports mention that the Adamastor's passengers included scientists, engineers, and some kind of military. Oh, here we go. Eventually, I reached a flight plan logged on October. Yeah, so that's the same time as the log we have. I plotted a course towards Barnard's Loop. Okay. With fuel for approximately 370 light years. And was scheduled to pass by HIP and HIP something else. I'm way too old to head out there myself, but I hope someone can use this info and help satisfy my curiosity about what happened all those years ago. I see. So he has probably been in the system, so this is recent, right? This just go local news. So remember where we got this information from. Okay, so from the local news, we also got 370 light years of fuel. Okay, so, and then it passed by HIP 39748 and HIP 33386. So now we have a lot of systems to look at. Yeah. I don't know, where should we start? You know what, I'm gonna save this just for good measures. Let's just call this fdev events. It's gonna make a lot of sense. Okay, let's just see if we actually have in-game data for some of this information. I don't, but we could quickly go and I'm just gonna begin to visit some of these systems. What I'm hoping is we can match these systems up with some of the systems, because this would... Whoops. Great. This was the systems that was mentioned in the main article that it was known to have been in. So maybe we can match these up to the different dates in the system log. Right? Because we have the log here.
All clear. Flight control signing off.
Yeah, I think so. I think that would be a way. My next step would be to go simply say, we're starting here, and then we jump to the next system, we see how far that is, and then we jump to the next system and see how far that is, and then we see how much fuel we have left. 370 light years. How did it fly back? In sublight, over 200 years. Okay, what do we have here? We already have some fleet carriers in system. Is this all there is? Let me just find my D-scanner. So this is a G-class star. Oh. Is this a system, right? Yeah. G-class. There's only 2 bodies in system. G-class. Only 1 gas giant. This doesn't help us because the log didn't mention any G-class stars Mentioned an M and an A class. But okay. Let's continue. This is also a G class star. Oh, do we have system data for that system maybe? No, we don't.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
GameGlass class. This might be a dead end. Oh, there's a lot of bodies in this. Could this be the one with the 11? Lots and lots of bodies in this system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, way more. Okay. Just for good measures, we're gonna check the last system. And an F-type, which is okay. I don't think this is taking us anywhere because the star classes doesn't really match up. So let's go back to that system where we came from.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
This one was an F-type. So what we'll do now is we'll write the jumps that it took, and we'll write down how many light years we're jumping to each system. Like 300, that's actually quite a bit of distance. It's gonna take a few jumps. Hips don't die. Nice. Nice, well done. Okay, so now we're back in Chukchan where we started. And the first system he mentioned was this one. Let's just check where that is. And it is in fact in the direction of the Barnard's Loop. And how far away is it? 100. So this one is 121.14 light years away. Nice, let's go. By the way, guys, if you, as also saw Cloud Gaming mentioned it in chat there, if you go to the channel's Discord, if you go to discord.d2ea.com, it takes you straight to the server. And once you are set up in there, there's a specific channel where people are discussing this. Obviously, that will be full of spoilers. We created this channel both so people can collect all the stuff one place, but also so people can just mute that channel if they don't want spoilers, then they can still be in the Discord. without being completely flooded with spoilers everywhere. Then you just don't go to that channel. That is spoiler full of spoilers. Do you need to use economic routing? No, I can. I just write down how much distance it is, and then we'll see how far we get. Yes, exactly. There's a puzzle room in there. I call it Frontier Puzzle. Maybe rename it to Halloween event or something, and then make it spoiler channel. That actually reminds me, I should have paid more attention to the article. What are we looking for there? Other than a system that's approximately 300 and something light years. Right, it was setting out in that direction. It was setting out first to this system, then the next, and then a system, and it had around 300 and something fuel with it. I would think. Yeah, right, there was heading out for a listening post. We're probably gonna find a listening post in that area. Hopefully, maybe, perhaps. I like listening posts, they're fun. Okay, we're here. For good measures, let's honk the system. That's a big one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which is not 11. Okay, next system. Sorry, that's me. Is another 90.11. This is 90.11 light years. Let's get jumping. So right now we have like 200 and something. That's okay. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to always say when I accidentally make a stream sound like Windows or Discord sounds, because it confuses people, and there are other things you shouldn't do, like knock a table, like, because then everybody thinks someone's knocking at their door or something like that. But it's a good prank. If you ever want to prank chat, just because if I'm sitting with my hand, you can't see if I have hands on my throttle or if I'm... Yeah, come in. Or if I'm sitting knocking on a table. How did I get 11 billion credits? You get 11 billion credits by liking to mine. Okay, that should be the next system en route. Is mining still nerfed? I think mining... laser mining I think is okay, but everything that revolves around using the pulse wave, I think that's still a bug. Yes, that's a good point there, Cloud Gaming. There's a reason why I have a mining ship called the Gold Digger. Because that's what it does. It makes gold. Okay, we are here. 40, that's a lot again. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Nothing there either. So far we figured out that we know that they had a flight plan to go to first this system, then this system, and we know they had fuel for approximately 370 light years. So right now we need to figure out how much fuel did they have left. Where's my phone? Did they have left? Actually, we can do it here. Calculator. There we go. Thank you, Windows. So we had 370, and then we used 121.14. Then we have that much fuel left. And then we used 1911. So that means that the target system, which we don't know what is 558.15 light years from here. Nice. And we know, as you can see from our flight plan, that we've been flying. We started here, right? We've been flying pretty much in a relatively straight line. We're actually flying down towards Chloe down there, it seems. So if we kind of, you know what, just for good measures, let's just bookmark that, so it's easy to see. And also, let's bookmark the other system. There you go. Now we kind of have, look, pretty. So now we can kind of begin to say, yeah, but okay, I would assume that they are jumping, that this, I mean, this was their flight plan. So they were doing, it's a mega ship. They can jump further than we can. So I assume they did this jump, then they did that jump, and now they're doing a final jump that's much longer. Why they do that, I don't know. Don't ask, because I don't know. Come on. Game. I'm gonna continue down in this approximate direction to where we were before. Oh, that's way far. Oh, that's too little. Oh yeah, let's just see, where are we? Okay, so the distance is approximately right. Let's get our position right then. Looks like we need to go up. So it kind of lines up around here. And then the distance was 158. We don't know the star type, do we? 158. Oh, way too far. Just right around this area, I think. It says in the megaship log, so we know. But do we? I don't think that log contained anything. Because we haven't seen anything with 11 bodies in yet. I've been counting, that's why I've been counting the number of planets. Oh, did it say it was a K class? I should have written this kind of stuff down. I'm not very good at this, am I? But we can filter the stars on K. That should narrow down the search quite a bit. How did the live piano playing go today? Not very well. I managed to skip past it by mistake. That's too far. K-class with 11. 158. Are we still in the right position? Somewhat. Should be in this area here and then 158. That's pretty empty, isn't it? That's pretty close. Huh, what about... That's too far. Okay, let's just begin to bookmark systems. It did say approximately. Are we a little... We are a bit off course though. Look at that, how far we have drifted off the main course. I feel like it should be right around here. $150. 153. Yes, I did, but I should probably have... I should probably have screenshotted it, to be honest. Like, all of these systems here are candidate. So I think... Can we go a little further out? 59. There's also one there. That's pretty damn close. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go for that one. That's pretty close. But basically these systems here... I think these systems here is what I'm gonna be scanning first. These seems to be the best candidates so far. And if we don't get those, we're gonna have to try and... Yeah, don't spoil it, guys. So let's just remind ourselves. This is a K-class. We're looking for a... Yeah, this is our K-class. We're looking with 11... Yes, with 11 bodies. Here we go. How many jumps? 3 jumps. Okay, not that bad. Yeah, start with 11 bodies. Got it. Oh, did we get a... Yeah, and they're heading to the blah, blah, blah. The listening post should be around the 3rd body in the system. What ship I'm in? I am in a Crate Phantom with a jump range of 58 light years, and I think I'm carrying a few limpets on board as well. That's gonna slow me down a bit, but it can jump around 60 on a good day. No, Henrik, I didn't forget limpets, not this time. But, So this should be our first... Yes, first possible stop. What are the chances that the first one I picked, it was the one that fitted the distance the best, but I have my feelings that we may not get this in the first go. I can already see a cluster of systems out there beyond this star here. So there's probably at least 2 stars in this system. No, but 11 maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, more than 11. Even if you count the moons. I don't know if moons count or if it's only main planets, but I don't know. Let's go for that one next. And then take this cluster, then end up down there. Those systems pretty much left from the route. Yes. I guess. Create phantom ship build. I think I can. Yeah, I can get that. Hold on. Okay, hold on, just gonna post this there. No, that didn't work. Ugh. Shortened link, come on. I should say that this build is a little unorthodox. Why is it not it's not copying across. Okay, I will have to post it on Discord because it's not copying across to the stream server, which is annoying. Sorry. Yeah, it's not this one. Let's go over to this cluster of systems over here, I think. Let's get those. I have a feeling maybe I should actually try to... Okay, I'll go for those systems, then we'll try to see if we can kind of both guesstimate the system back to the starting position as well as our total travel distance and that kind of stuff to kind of see if we can guess the system. Let's give it a honk. 22. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. Not this one either. One, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. Oh well. Moving on. Let's go for this one. Polar Deep asks what we're searching for. We're trying to trace the steps of a ghost ship that's arrived in the bubble. We have a few logs to go by and a few other hints and clues, and right now we're just trying to trace down the first stop on its journey. Which I hope we can find. By the way, if you are enjoying the stream, please go down and give it a like. It really helps the stream out a lot. Oh, bunny. And while you're down there, please do consider to subscribe to the channel if you're watching on YouTube, or follow if you're watching on Twitch. 15 buddies minus the star, that's 14. That sounds a little on the low side if you ask me. Oops, that's not what we ordered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nope. What about that one? How far are we from that system? Oh, it doesn't show because it's not K class. Never mind then. I'll just keep going.
Friendshift drive charging.
Dante says, just come for the shipwreck fighter video. Great work, thank you. I did put some extra work into that. That thing took, I think, almost 4 hours to render. And I had to render it 3 times because I keep making small mistakes that I needed to fix. There's been a lot of rendering in that. The whole, like, the small, like, cards with the fighters, with the fighter model spinning and all that took forever to render. 12 bodies. Oh, that's promising, because the star doesn't count, I guess. Maybe. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. 5,
Thanks
6.
for the great content.
Thank you, Leo. You're very welcome. I lost my count now. Thanks for the donation. Wow, wow, very generous donation, Leo. Awesome. Where were I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, that would explain all the fleet carriers. Let's go. Was that the third one? Yes, it was. Yeah, exactly. When you see a lot of carriers in system, you're kind of like, okay, I'm probably on the right track. Now I actually, while we're flying out there, I'll just throttle back a bit. Now I actually want to know how far. And actually, let me just get rid of those. How far are we from that other bookmark? Okay, so it's when they say 175, that's or 375, that's pretty approximate. 65 there. Okay, so I was thinking they were accurate to within a light year, but okay. Alright, here we are in range. Unidentified signal source. I do not see any... Oh, there is a listening post. Wonderful. Can we disable system chat if it's full of spoilers? Not gonna read that. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, a lot of people are saying the listening post is not working. And if it's not, then I would not assume that we're gonna see that working today. Then there's probably something Frontier will fix tomorrow, I would think. Wow, Warrenstein. Keep up the great content, and the notification is delayed. Holy crap, dude. What the hell? Thank you. I have to not crash into a planet here. And we haven't even arrived at the listening post yet. Thank you, Warrenstein. That's wow. I better watch my flying here. And there's the donation. the banner ticker. It takes forever for some reason with super chats. Miniature Action Jesus on Twitch goes, huge spoiler. On the back of Type 10, that is. You guys are on fire tonight, the Orange Ninja Turtle. Thanks for the donation saying, what do you... Hold on, let me just drop out here. Saying, what do you think of a aircraft carrier in Elite? Something as big, if not bigger, than a Type 9 that can deploy a swarm of them. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago, actually, when I was doing the some testing with fighters, that it would be awesome if you could have a ship with next to no weapons itself, but just like a swarm of fighters. If it wasn't because you would need a lot of NPC crew members and they would take up all your credit. But if it were like all, imagine that you could have a weapon that was a like an extra ship launch or a ship launched fighter controller, so that your fighter could be controlled from the ship without a crew member, but it took up a weapon slot. And then like a small one, maybe they only came in I don't know, large sizes, so it wasn't too overpowered. Medium would be overpowered maybe, or maybe like a huge one could control 2, or a large one could control 1, or 4 for the huge one, and depending on how you scale the fighters. I think that could be fun. Wait, what? There was another donation I missed there. Hold on. From, was it a Matthew? Yes, Matthew says it's not 50 euros, but it's better than nothing. It is still very much appreciated, Matthew. Thanks a lot for the super chat as well. I kind of lost track here, but this is a listening post, all right. Did it send me a message? So that's the broken part, I guess. That there's no message in the listening post. Let's go. Yeah, we should boop it. Boop. I bet you could make some pretty cool looking shots inside a listening post if you would just park the ship there. And then, oops, that's a little bit too fast. Where did they go? There it is. Oh, this counts as a collidable. Even though it's transparent, this counts as a collidable model. Is it just the size that does, maybe? What if I put this? It counts as a solid object, even though it's see-through. But I'm just thinking what happens if I put my ship out here. Because maybe it's just the walls that are as an object, and the actual tunnel is not. Nope. It would just look cool if we could have gotten this shot going out of the listening post, but you can't. Well, I guess we're stuck then. Can we deduct anything? All we know now is the next system is an M-class with a single M-class star. Heading, we don't know, but we know there's a metal body which has an outpost at latitude 11.86. That is a lot of space to cover. It's a listening post, not a talking post. Honk it, okay. Get yourself, okay. Sentient Eagle says get yourself a coffee and figure this out for us. Thanks a lot for the donation. Very, very generous donation as well. Now, I'm thinking, like, this is not the first, like, okay, I'm getting flashbacks to, do you guys remember when Frontier introduced the Guardian beacons? Where you need to get the keys, and we all went out to these new Guardian sites, and they were new and they were fancy and they were very exciting. We already knew about the ones where you have to go and get the Guardian relic, the triangle stick thing, and put that in, right? But this one you needed the Guardian key, and everybody thought at the time, oh, all the new sites are broken, they're not working. Because we haven't figured out that we needed these new keys to go into new sites. And I'm thinking if this is something similar. It might be, have Frontier confirmed that it's broken? Somebody says yes. Okay, they did. Okay, never mind then. Okay, I didn't get the chance to watch the whole stream, but okay. I guess we just have to come back again at some other point and wait. Again, by now it's like 11 p.m. At Frontier, so I don't think anyone's doing anything with this thing right now. I hope and assume they're gonna fix it tomorrow, because they really put a lot of work into this. 10? No. It's almost midnight here and they're 1 hour behind. Oh, they haven't changed daylight saving? Yeah, they're not on BST anymore. I know. Oh, is it up? How am I 2 hours ahead of UK right now? We swap back from... That doesn't make... Okay. Anyway, it's way too late for anybody in the UK to do anything about this right now. My clock is wrong. Are you kidding me? Did my computer not set the clock on its own? It didn't. What? Okay. Is it the same with this one? I'll be damned. This one has. So my main PC, the time is right, but on my secondary PC, which of course you can't see, the time is actually off by an hour. Okay. Well, fair enough. Then you guys are right. I need to fix my streaming PC. It hasn't updated the clock yet. That's really weird. Could I post a background pic on Discord? Actually, it already is. There's a gallery on Discord, an Elite Dangerous gallery. I posted it in there. Every time I take screens, this was taken during a live stream. So you can already, if you go to Discord, the invite link is Discord at, like, discord.downtoearth. No, try that again. It's discord.d2ea.com. There we go. That takes you to the Discord server if you're not there already. In the Elite Dangerous gallery, there are, if you scroll up like a couple of weeks, you will find that picture along with a lot of other really, really beautiful pictures that people take and post in there. It's a channel just dedicated for people to post beautiful looking screenshots. Yeah, the switching from the time zones are not, or the daylight saving is different in different places of the world. It always confuses people. I think most of Europe changes at the same time. You know what we could actually do?
Flight assist off.
So we can learn to orbit here. Well, that's going pretty well. Should we? Yeah, okay, you know what? That's a good point. Let's try just a quick relog. And if it still doesn't work, then we'll figure out what we're gonna do then. No, the daylight saving is very much an international thing. We like saving energy in other parts. Hold on, it's scanning now. Did it do that before? Okay, and it finished the scan and didn't send me a message. Great. Okay, it's still borked. Right now with the beacon, it's supposed to give us a message leading us onwards on the journey here, but no, it's broken, and Frontier has confirmed that it is broken. So the one thing that we haven't figured out was those systems from the main article. Those up there. Right? What did it say? That's kind of like a dead end that didn't go anywhere. Have you turned the listing post off and on again? Yeah, someone called Frontier and asked him to like replug it or something. The official wizard, yes, Frontier has confirmed that the listing post is broken. So, here we go ship. So they did say that the ship's original destination is unknown, having returned to its launch point on autopilot. Calculating its trajectory implies that it passed near those three systems. But what I don't get is if we take those systems, we were in them earlier. So this is where, that's where the system there, where the fleet carrier is at, that's where it's now, right? And it was out here, it's set, which is the opposite direction of where it's going. So what we know is that it was heading out in this direction here. And this system we are now here, actually we can remove these. We know that these systems, so we have the... Okay, let's go back and let's trace back the ship's activities here, right? If we look at the Go ship log here, right, we can see that it departed the system on the 26th. Then 3 days later, it arrived in the system we're in right now, and we know the system it departed from is that whatever starts where is it at now? I forgot the name of the system again. Where is it at? There. Chukchan. So we know that the system returned back to Chukchan because it's been in sublight for like forever. And that is the start point. That it said so that it returned back to its start point. And then we know from the route that has then later been figured out. Yeah, okay, so it started here, and then it went out in this direction here, where we just went down to, where is it, over here, down towards the Barnard's Loop. And this is the first stop on the route. This system here is the first stop on its route that we see on the 29th, right? A K-class system with 11 bodies, and there was a listening post around the 3rd. K-class. This is not the right system. Give me a second. There we go. K-class system. 11 bodies, and we are around the 3rd planet. So what I don't get is, of course, we don't know the next part of its route, but it then goes to at least 2 other systems from here, right? And then at some point, it comes back towards the starting system, but it comes back in the from the opposite direction, right? Because it came back from that direction there, which is opposite where we came from. Ah, you're saying, oh, Commander Buxton says that once it gets to the K-class system, it updates its route to get to the outpost. Oh, so what you're saying is that after it went down there, it then went out in the direction of the Coalsack Nebula. That would make sense. Should we just quickly check these systems here? So we have one here. It's not quite the direction of the Coalsack, indicating that it did something else. So maybe this one, the one on the 30th, where it's entering a system with an M-class star heading to a metal body with the outpost. Is that the outpost we saw in the Coalsack? Is that at that latitude? And was that in the system with an M-class star? But, okay. But that still means that we don't know. No, I haven't found an A-class yet. Hold on. So that should mean if this it's currently 100 something light years, but from what? From the start? Or from the system? Hold on, what's the name of that system that the outpost is in? The one with the M-class. The star at the outpost is an F class. That's not M. Can somebody post me the location of okay, somebody post that system name. I can't remember it. I need to find this. I have it somewhere. Hold on. Puzzle. Okay, thank you. Let's see if it will copy paste it over to this side, or if copy pasting is still broken. Oh, okay, we'll do it that way. So this is an M class. Nice. Let's bookmark that. So if it then went out here, aha, which is an M class, so that would be that system. And then it went to an A, and from that it went straight back in sublight. And it's been... Yeah, okay, exactly. We're gonna bookmark the 3 systems from the Galnet article. Oh, where did I bookmark now? Skimmers, I can delete that, don't need that anymore. Yes, so that's one. I'm just gonna clear up a few bookmarks in the area. Bookmark that one. Oops. 1, yeah. And now we're looking for A class. Luckily they are quite rare. Well, there are many of them, actually. There's actually one there. That looks pretty much on the line. Right, so it went down to the coal sack here. And then maybe this one? It didn't travel more than 200 light years. Remember, we're way down here at the listing post. How many jumps of this is this? 13, let's get jumping. Have a bit of jumping to do now. No, because it said that this was 100 and something light years. We don't know. Most likely it's 100 and something light years. We don't know if that's 100 and something light years from Chuck Chan, or if it's 100 and something light years from the outpost. I mean, it was current something light years. But that could be current something light years from the outpost or from the home system. Most likely home system would make sense. I hope. Yes, I do have SRVs on this ship. I actually have... Okay, we can't see that now. I have 2. So, plenty of SRVs. Look at that. 2 times SRVs. This ship is designed to be... to carry most of the stuff I need for stuff like running around and doing videos, so I obviously have SRVs for surface-based stuff. So what do we know about that system? Entering the system, security system offline, ship launch, something. Ship launched, ship launch, something, something. Jump rate on the Phantom, we're still carrying limpets, so I think we are still at 58 or something. Yeah, 58 right now, with a full tank of fuel. No Wolf, I'm playing on PC. Are we there yet? How are the bunnies? Bunnies are fine. They are... Ooh, look at that. That's pretty. There's also a star out there. Stars everywhere. You get a star. You get a star. Everybody gets a star. Yeah, we can check the temperatures. Ooh, okay. This is and then there's like... What are they... What is this then? Okay, I think we're back. Sorry about that. Can I get a confirm in chat that we're actually live again? Just gonna do like the wavy thing on the camera so I can see this rewatching my own stream back. Do I get the wavy thing? There's the wavy thing. Nice. Okay, sorry about that little break there. I don't know what happened, but this is the second stream in a row where OBS just randomly lost connection. People ask about the temperature. Ooh, those are hot. 10,000 Kelvin on that one. Almost exactly the same on this one. 1A, 1B. And then we get down to the colder ones down here. That's pretty nice. Okay, let's get jumping. Okay, it happened to Frontier 2. I think maybe it's Streamlabs, because when I tried to restart the stream, it says it couldn't access the stream key. Then I just restarted OBS and then it worked. I have not done any manual updates of OBS lately, no. Well, lately, I mean, I did one a couple of weeks back, but not like... I think the last update was a couple of weeks ago. Lot from the listening post you point. I would assume so, but Frontier has also said that there's some... It's weird because you can solve the puzzle in 2 directions, almost. Yeah. Your crate does not have the legendary Horizon paint job. Like the Frontier one, no. I love that paint job, but I don't have it. I've been giving it away multiple times when I got like packs with it. And I've given those away during like celebration events. But even though I love that paint job, I actually don't have it myself. Why don't I use the pointy bits? Because I like the field of view. And this is most of all a traveling ship. So I don't want things obstructing my view.
Frameshift drive charging.
Exactly, the Asp has a great look, great cockpit. Really good view on the Asp. Anon asked what we're doing. We're following the clues from the ghost ship. And it's taking us all over the place right now. We still have 6 jumps to go. We're a little over halfway there. Well, it's not only a sublight ship. It can do light speed, but it drifted back, and zoom drifting is sublight. Yeah. There's like an event going on at the moment. There's been like clues given out to us over the last couple of days, and it led to all kinds of things. Five jumps.
Frameshift drive charging.
Did you know about that post in the Chuck Chan system? What I mean, like the Galnet article? I was told about it in chat as we were running through this. Yeah. I read the local article about the detective. That is what led us down to the listening post. That's not working.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
The chat lag shouldn't be that bad, I think. I hope. Thanks for all the follows, by the way. Let me see if I said it right here while we're jumping. Yeah, it's still an ultra low latency, so it should be really low. Listening pool doesn't listen. No, it does listen, it just doesn't speak. Oh, I saw another star there in the background.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Where was that other star? There it is. Oh, there's 2 of them. Are they far away? A little too far that I want to go there. I put it. There we go. Keep fighting for that. 3 jumps. Maybe the listening post use sign language, yeah. Inanimate object using sign language. Thank you, Axel. It's work clothes. I just, even though we work remotely, I try. I don't do it every day, but most days try still to take on like normal work clothes because, you know, it's a little easier to. I think maybe the next one is that it? How far? No, it's 2 more jumps. How far are we from home?
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Come on. Oh right, we have filters on. Oh, that one. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. That's why we are zigzagging quite a bit. Yeah, we could probably have cut off a few. Okay, I think distance-wise is pretty good. Yeah, that's why we're only seeing A-class stars, you're right. But filters off now, not that it matters much, we've pretty much done all the jumping we needed anyway.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
The megaship is found in the Chuck Chan system. It's called the Ghost Ship. You can look at the Galnet articles. There's a Galnet article about it, where you have all the systems. Okay, let's see. So, what are we looking for again here? I don't even know. Let's honk the system. So, looking at the log again, what we have is entering system with a single A-class star. Definitely it. Lots of fleet carriers here. So what do we get here? We don't have a lot to go from this. But I guess with the number of fleet carriers, I think I'm not too far off. I mean, we can see the 3 systems here. That's a pretty good line, and the distance should also be pretty good, I guess. 178, so that's definitely within the range. How we're looking for other A-types. See, all of these, I think, is going to push us outside the range. It's going to push us over the 100 and something. So there are other stars like that one that could be, but it's not as well aligned. I mean, if I go out to that one, it's not really on the track anymore. That one kind of is. This one could be as well, but we went there. We were supposed to go there. And I think that should also be, that one could also be a possibility. This one is also a little bit off the route. This one is 2. What could be. I think this is the most likely candidate. We should check this one first for sure. I just want to know if we have alternatives. Let's begin scanning planets. If we have any planets, so here we go. There's something. That's probably a gas giant. Yep. Features. Oh, well, let me just get myself where am I least intrusive here, I guess. So there's nothing on this one. Features, none. And geological likely. 11 geological sites. It's not necessarily what we're looking for. Well, there's more in there. Oh, there's another one down here. More geological sites. There's a bunch down here. This is the FSS scanner. This comes default on all ships. There's nothing there. Nothing there. Refining scan. There's another thing there in the middle. Is there another gas giant? Yeah. Which has nothing. So lots of stuff here. Let's go for this one up here first. Looks like a lone thing. It's a gas giant. And I saw a bunch of moons. More geological sites. Oh, that's a pretty one, but not what we're looking for. Nothing there. I don't think the geological site's gonna contain anything. Degraded emission. Sure, why not? We're not gonna go system chat yet. We want to see if we can't find it ourselves. It's too easy just to go to a system and say, hey, anybody found something? And then just go straight to it. I'm gonna try to avoid spoilers. Yeah, exactly. I'm looking for human signal sources. That's what our signals on the planets. That's what I'm expecting to find somewhere. Okay, let's go for this cluster here. There's a few fleet carriers here. Degraded emission. What are degraded emissions doing out here? Was something in that previous location? No. Oh, right, up there. Is that what you mean? You don't mean the moon here, right? Because I think that moon there was empty. Yeah. There's the degraded emission. I'm gonna check that out. There's another one here. Is there another degraded? Yeah. Okay, we'll check the planets again afterwards. We can check them. Was there a moon that had humans? Did I really miss that? Oh yeah, right. There's one other and 7 and 8 humans on... Okay, on 1B. Well, we only have 3 bodies left, so let's just scan the rest.
System scan complete.
None. Nothing. Okay. That took a while. Well, that's a bit of a flight, isn't it? There was some degraded emissions. I'm just gonna take a detour. Just wanna poke my head inside and see what's in there. Yeah, Rob, I just gotten used to the joystick. I hate having to use my mouse. I use it for menus because it's way faster on menus, but I know it also probably is on this, but I don't know. God, it's my phone giving me notifications saying that I'm live. I know. Human sources are fleet carriers. Are they? Would make sense. But there was still one that said other. And other is not a fleet carrier. Yeah, easy count and map view. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna go and map it, and we're gonna see what we find. Just gonna jump into the degraded emissions. It might be nothing, but it's just not that common, I think, that you see signal sources. What are you doing, bunny? Can you guys hear that? It's one of the bunnies is running around down here playing. Bunnies are starting a riot, yeah. No, he's just playing. Okay, that is a graveyard. And what do we have here? Medical scrap, mechanical equipment, chemical processes. Okay, basic. Okay, so it's a pretty standard one. There's some engineering materials. So that's just fine. Perfect.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3,
How many bunnies? I have 2. Oh, we have 2. Okay, let's see what we get. What does this little ball of whatever... 4, so that means I should probably do something like that, that, and that.
surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Nice. I think this one is engineered as well, so it's probably fine. Okay. What do we have? There's a crash site. You just became French, my man. Oui, oui. Yes, we have 2 unmultiplying bunnies. Because if they could, we would have had hundreds of bunnies by now, and that would have been a problem. So no. Night vision is on. Oh, it's coming down a little steep here. If I'm lucky, I can turn this thing around before I exit the glide. I think I managed to recover. What is that? Is that a mountain at the center? Oh, I should maybe check the gravity before I boost. There's something there. The sound, this place looks familiar. Like the bottom of a crater next to a big hill. Is that a Mount Splat? Oh, there's some smoke coming out here. No, that's not a Thargoid. Well, that's a Sidewinder. I guess we know who's looking at the rocks or the stones. Look at the smoke. Can we see this with ship lights on? Ooh.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, no, but this is a Sidewinder, right? And Jameson was in a Cobra. Let's see if we can actually find out. This place is spooky. With the Coalsack Nebula over there. Oh, there's some good spots here. Come on. Come on, I got a crate because it should be easier to park than the Anaconda. It's typical, isn't it? There we go.
Drive assist.
Shh, guys. Forget about the smoke after 200 years. Just let it roll with it.
Gravity warning.
Oh, this is actually quite exciting. I really like this. Magic frame shift mode, yes. What do we have here? Coffee and coffee and cobalt. That sounds like a backend developer. Oh, let's see what the scans have to... Discovery logs. Ship log. Oh, we can listen to it. Okay, okay. Hold on. Options. Audio. Crank up the voice. Keep the other one low. Okay.
This is Professor Carver. I've just got time to record this before the others join me, in case we don't make it. Things went to hell on the Adamastor much faster than before. When it left orbit without picking up the rest of my team, we were furious. Weirdly, so were some of the soldiers, mercenaries, just like the rumours said. They demanded to know why half their squad had been left behind, but the British crew refused to explain anything. And then the power fluctuations started. Shane O'Keefe and I knew what was coming. And the cage they've constructed in the cargo hold isn't going to be strong enough. Even the Adamastor's hyperdrive keeps failing. They're making emergency repairs to it now, while we're passing through some unexplored system with half the ship in darkness. And this sounds crazy, but even though the nebula is 300 light years behind us, it feels like it's reaching out, trying to drag us back, swallow us whole. When all the security systems crashed, I took my chance and broke into one of the sidewinders, and we're going to jump ship. I need to get my people out. The few who are left. I'm the reason they're here. My stupid, selfish greed. I can hear screaming, shooting. It's happening again. Where's Shane and O'Keefe? I think the hyperdrive is coming back online. I need to launch. Damn it, where are they? I'm sorry. I have to get out. Oh, God. I'm so sorry.
Well, they found Goits. 300 light years. Just could we just check for good measures? Yeah, that's about right. It's about 300, so that is definitely the nebula he's talking about. Okay, so we can pretty much now begin to piece together the whole journey of the ship. So they started in here in Chukchan, at which point they flew down here to the listening post. At the listening post, they probably got a message that we can't get. But I would assume that message had something to do with there was some Thargoid stuff discovered out here. So they took out to the coal sec. And they said they picked up cargo in the log. So they picked up whatever Thargoid. They said they constructed a container for it. So I don't know, but it was clearly something that was very, very angry. It was very Thargoid and very angry. And from there, I don't know why, but they decided to make their way in this direction here. But as we've seen with these older ships, when you carry, if you don't have corrosive resistant cargo and you carry Thargoid stuff, your ship's gonna go to bits. And that's what happened. They got this far. She abandoned ship, and it seems like everybody died on board. And then the ship just went on its own journey and just drifted back towards its starting location in Chokchan. And that took about 200 years to go that distance. Which makes sense if you look at the distance here. It's just shy of 200 light years, so it's been traveling just under light speed. Not bad. I like the fact that you can solve this in two directions. And that's actually what have kind of saved the event a little bit for Frontier. Because if you could only follow in the footsteps of the mega ship, then you were kind of stuck when you hit the listening post. And we could kind of make a guesstimate of that. But if they haven't given us those three systems there, that kind of led us out to this M-class system, then we were kind of been stuck, right? This could have been first contact. It could very well have been first contact, way before we knew of it. Yeah, I hope they're gonna get some. So I think the listening post is just gonna give us some information that's gonna point us towards the base out here in the Colsec, right? But I mean, who knows? There could be other things. But that thing sounded very, very angry. I both heard some of the noises that we know from the what's its name? The probe. And we also know some. Hold on, have anybody taken that sound file and put it through a spectrogram yet? Anybody have done that? Should we do that? Is that a thing we should do? I think it's a thing we should do. I'm just gonna quickly get a get some recording software here. Get this other screen back. Come on. There we go. Get chat back so I can see you guys. I think we should make a little test with this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to options. I'm gonna go to audio. We're gonna crank up the voice audio. We're gonna mute everything else. Actually, we should mute. So there we go. I should just keep that where it was, just muted, so I don't have to. There we go. Screenception, indeed, screenception. So I'm just gonna make sure that I have my microphone muted. I have, and we have game sound. Window sound warning. So if you hear window sound, that's me. Yeah, that's working. It's definitely capturing the audio on the stream PC. So I'm gonna go and start a recording. We're gonna listen to it again.
This is Professor Carver. I've just got time to record this before the others join me, in case we don't make it. Things went to hell on the Adamastor much faster than before. When it left orbit without picking up the rest of my team, we were furious. Weirdly, so were some of the soldiers, mercenaries, just like the rumours said. They demanded to know why half their squad had been left behind, but the bridge crew refused to explain anything. And then the power fluctuations started. Shane O'Keefe and I knew what was coming. And the cage they've constructed in the cargo hold isn't going to be strong enough. Even the Adamastor's hyperdrive keeps failing. They're making
that's an angry goit.
now, while we're passing through some unexplored system with half the ship in darkness. And this sounds crazy, but even though the nebula is 300 light years behind us, it feels like it's reaching out, trying to drag us back, swallow us whole. When all the security systems crashed, I took my chance and broke into one of the sidewinders, and we're going to jump ship. I need to get my people out. The few who are left. And I'm the reason they're here. My stupid, selfish greed. I can hear screaming, shooting. It's happening again. Where's Shane O'Keefe? I think the hyperdrive is coming back online. I need to launch. Damn it, where are they? I'm sorry. I have to get out. Oh, God. I'm so sorry.
Very nice. Gonna get those recordings. Of course, that opened off screen again. So I'm just gonna jump back to that. And then I'm gonna go and power up Audacity. Not gonna update that now. We're just gonna take our file, drag and drop that in. There we go. And then get stream chat back here. Let me see if I can just remember this. I want to split stereo track. Split stereo to mono. So now we have two separate tracks. Because then we can take this whole thing and just expand this out so it's very, very big. And then we're going to take this and we're going to make it into a spectrogram. Boom, there we go. Okay, I don't think there's anything there. Doesn't look like it. We can do the same thing with this track. Recordings. I know this went out in the callsec. I've seen the callsec one, but I have not picked it up myself yet. And then I have the message from this ship, and we have been through the broken listening post, and now I have this one. But it's all stuff down here. I don't really see anything. No, I don't think there's any. Hold on. Let's see. Just for fun here, we're gonna try to put this in front of a phone and see if it will scan it as a barcode. No, no, no. It's no, you don't want to do it. It's not a barcode. So, is there anything else that you guys know that I've missed? I don't know, it was worth a try. Okay, but I don't see anything here. Spectrogram settings. What if we set it to logarithmic? To kind of enhance the lower end. Still not really anything of value. There are other signals on the planet. Okay. Oh, let me just get game sound back here. Give me a second. Well, let's get back in the ship then, if there are more stuff on the planet. Something moving underground sounds like a bug. Why is it not letting me board? There we go. There's nothing else on this planet. But this is not the guy who's looking at the stones, because obviously it's not a guy.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2.
Is there enough time to visit the nebula? Oh, it's getting a little late. It's 300 light years. That's 5 jumps-ish. 6 jumps, maybe. I don't see anything else on this. Okay. Dragonheart says you should go back. Okay, let's go back and try again, just for fun. Oh, it's behind us now. Oh, it's gonna be... Glider boarded, yeah. How far is it? 50, we can go 50. Okay, really? That sounds weird. Gonna get night vision on here. Yeah, because I have nothing here. Go FA off.
Flight assist off.
I need to be able to stop in time before I crash.
Flight assist on.
I thought I looked at my nav panel on the SRV. Is this an actual, like... Okay, it just looked like it was a volcano kind of shape, the mountain. Yeah, it just turned into a speedball extreme. Dragonheart, do you by any chance have coordinates for that base so we could try to go by that?
Drive assist. Low gravity warning.
I have nothing. And you're sure it's not just one of those, like, ones that spawn randomly? Because... There we go. Ah, it's not that system. Oh, great. Yeah, the base is in a different system. If that's the base I'm thinking about.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
This is signal source. It's probably a degraded emission. It's not on the planet. Yeah. Okay, I think I can't see anything else on this planet, and I don't think there were any other planets or moons that had anything of interest in this system. But we're just gonna double check. Nope, I don't see anything. Just go to Super Cruise. And look at the planet, okay. In Super Cruise, looking at the planet. I don't see anything down there. It's okay to spoil if I'm about to miss something. If I'm about to move away from something, then by all means, but get some distance away. Yes, we have DSS the planet. So how much distance do you guys want? That's enough distance. No, filters are just fleet carriers. Because I don't want fleet carriers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, I mean, as far as I know at least, I've only heard of this one thing.
Orbital flight.
We're not in the coal sec, remember that. I'm still not seeing anything. Okay, unless someone can give me a set of coordinates to where I need to go on this planet, we're gonna move on. Let me see, give people some time to post. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else here. Okay, I don't see anyone posting anything in chat. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head out towards the Colsec. Was that the right system? I think it was. Oh, do we have filters off? Or, yes, perfect. 6 jumps. That's not too bad.
Frameshift drive charging.
We're moving on. Move along, citizen. Yeah, I think most people are on moving on and moving to the Colsec, which is what we're doing now. And there's luckily not that many jumps.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Eddie, I'm flying a Crate Phantom. I'm 31. What people asking? Yes, fly directly into the star. That will solve everything. And give you a nice sunburn.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
We have 4 jumps out from the Colsec. Yeah, right, Terry. The game still astounds me with the level of graphics, and it's a 6-year-old game. And then imagine what it's gonna look like with Odyssey, where we're gonna get an overhaul.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping.
Oh, my God, running a little low on fuel here.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
So, again from the log. No! Did it just delete it? God damn it. God damn it, I wanted to... I wanted to read the log. Okay, we know it's an M class, and we know that it picked it up, and they know it was at latitude... latitude 11 something.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah, 11.86. Thank you.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Planer did the same thing. Okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one then. Check the codec. Yeah, we're gonna go and if we need it, I think we're okay for now though. It most likely is. Deadless says, I heard there's no VR. Remember, VR in Odyssey. Anywhere you can play VR today, you can also play VR after Odyssey. So you can still fly your spaceships in VR, but every time you go out on foot, you will have like a 2D screen in your VR headset. So it's not that you're not going to be able to use your VR headset at all. One more jump? One more jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I think so, Darkside. It's defaulting to the delete button, which is annoying. Okay, we are in system. Let's get out of the star. And let's just quickly scan the system.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
14, it's not too bad. So there's nothing there. Oh, okay, maybe I found it now. This wouldn't happen to be fleet carriers now, would it? Yeah. Okay, so these are all fleet carriers parked around that moon there. And there are 15 human signal sources. That's probably most of the fleet carriers, but maybe that's also something. So on planet 5, there's something we need to go and take a look at. What else? Still lots of bodies in this system that we haven't... Oh, there's something. And 3 human on planet 8. So 5 and 8. It could also just be fleet carriers. Nothing there. And 11A. Oh, I need to begin to write this down. So we have planet 5, 8, 11A. It's probably just a fleet carrier, but five more things to find. Planet 7 as well. And here as well. So also on planet 6. and 4. Okay. Look at that. Okay, so 11A we can cross out because there was only one there, that's the fleet carrier. And that means we know that there was nothing on 1. No, there was something on 1, didn't write that down. Obviously, okay, so it's one of these, 1, 2, and 3, obviously. Could be that one, but it's most likely 1, 2, or 3. Start with 1. Carrier curtain, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we check the locations on system map. We have 15 human. Oh, hold on. Probably planet 2 then. Oh, there's also Thargoid. There's lots of Thargoid stuff here. Hold on, let's just count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so all 15 are accounted for here. Humans here is 16. And there's one more, so that's also it. And there's some Thargoid stuff, but there's also Thargoid here. 17. Aha! So there's something on planet 3 then. Check the system map. There was something abnormal. Hello, fleet carrier curtain. Too fast, okay. Slow down a bit. This is 6 probes. 6 probes are easy. Gonna do there, 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 and where's the miss? There, so about there.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface
And
scan
boom.
complete.
Okay, what do we have here? Let's go and let's get rid of all those fleet carriers again. Everything but fleet carriers. Great. So it's only showing the biological sites on this one for some reason. I need to drop out of Super Cruise? Really? Okay. Great, here we go. Oh, we have all kinds of things. We have a wrecked SRV. We have a geological site. We have Thargoids. I crashed Thargoid ship, Thargoid barnacles. There's all kinds of... Okay, let's go to the crashed SRV. Or wrecked SRV, I guess.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 3, 2.
Yes, all the stuff. So let's get some a better angle to this. But that many barnacle sites, that's a lot of Thargoid presence in one system. Gonna go into a little descent spiral here until we lose enough speed. And then go for a hard descent. Probably aiming a bit to the side so that we can turn in for a more flat approach. Like, yeah, that should be fine. Yeehaw. Oh, okay. When they say wrecked, they mean eaten by Thargoids, it seems. I see green. Oh, hello. Oh, well, that thing is alive. I'm not equipped to fight these things. Uh-oh. Wait, is it scanning? Oh, it's scanning the SRV. Ooh. Is this not scannable? Whoa! Ah, there we go. Probably gonna jump, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Whoa! I was too slow on my Sinus scanner, though. I wonder if we can make it respawn. Oh, I'm just gonna quickly try something. See if we can make that respawn. No, it was not a Hydra. No, it didn't respawn. But there's a small barnacle site here. Oh. It's coming back. Hello. It's a basilisk. Look at that. Refueling? Yeah, something like that. Okay, let's oh, that shadow is whoa! Gravity here was interesting. See if we can get ourselves. Nice.
Drive assist. Low gravity warning.
We're gonna go and scan the SRV. Oh, that's right here. Ah, come on. Why is this being so annoying today? Ah, hold on. I'm too close to the ship. Need to get the turret out. I didn't get a lock. Is that supposed to happen? I feel like that should give me a lock. And the same with that one does, but I don't know if they not usually do. One thing I want to try. I have to do this. Nope. Is that the Thargoid? I don't think there's any Thargoids this time. Is there a random whether it's here or not? Doesn't always. Okay, let's try again. Oh no. Take me with you. Yes. 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 No. 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 Damn it.
Integrity compromised.
Somebody needs to clip that. Yeah, that was rude. I agree. Yeah, first humans who willingly tried to be abducted by aliens. You just lost a friend. You know what? That is surprisingly jumpable. Yeah, take me to your... Oops. Where did they go now? No, I didn't want to go into CQC. Wait for it. Yep, it's here. We're in business, guys. Gonna wait for it to begin do its thing. Nice. Ah. No. Get back in the beam. Yes. Yes. Come on. I'm falling away from it. Ah, damn it. Oh, look, it threw away some of the stuff it didn't want. First attempt was much better. You need to kind of try to get... Problem is, it like when it's folded out, you can kind of get yourself wedged in between the levels of the leaves, but as it begins to fly, it falls down the middle leaves. And that makes, of course, means you slide off. Oh, come on. There we go. Yes, Matthew, there are more stuff on the planet.
Landing gear retracted.
Oh, hold on. The base is only... Just around the corner, basically. Oh. So that's where they... Oh, so they just sent out an expedition, basically. And then the thing just got Thargoid.
Landing gear deployed.
Did it just... Did I... Okay, I just lost engine sound there. What?
Drive assist.
The SRV log was called the Lusty Thargoid Maiden. I see you're of a matter culture. Oh. Mechanical equipment, okay. Settlement uplink. So now we're taking a step back in time to the previous, like before the one we just heard, where she like fled in a sidewinder and crashed on a planet.
I'm going to try making this log again. While the data...
I'm just going to turn up volume for you guys again. So you can actually hear it.
I'm going to try making this log again. While the data drives are still functioning, they could go again at any time. Nothing works properly anymore. Especially not us. It's the 30th of October. The object in our storage cage has become noisy. I have a suspicion it's even noisier on infrasonic frequencies, which would explain why everyone is on a knife's edge and unable to sleep. I would ask Mahmoud to do some studies, but he's in the infirmary after his run-in with Kamalo. God, I've never seen my team like this. What's wrong with them? But that's not the important thing. I don't think the ship that crashed was alone. Because yesterday, O'Keefe came bursting in through the airlock like a pack of wolves was after him. He said there were lights shining down on the growths and on Murphy, who was just standing there. He couldn't make out where they came from, only that the nebula above us seemed to be moving. He said the night was opening up like a giant mouth. I don't know where Taylor's got to, so I tried the comms beacon myself. And found a message saying the Adamastor has arrived in the system. That should be a relief. But actually it twists my gut. What are Azimuth going to do with the thing we found? And what are they going to do with us?
Sorry. I forgot I muted doing the recording. What I was saying was I wanted to try and get up on this building because it looks like a good vantage point to listen from. Oh, that's not early enough. Yeah. I keep forgetting when I mute. And when I switch to the other camera, that kind of stuff. Still too fast. No, maybe not. And... yes. That is a bit of a jump, isn't it? You know what? This is not doable. Okay, this is going to be where we're going to listen to it then. Lock.
It's working. Link is working. Can anyone hear me? Is anyone still back at base? This is... God, I remember. I'm not... Dominic Murphy. That's who I am, yes. This is Dr. Murphy reporting. I'm a geologist, part of Professor Carver's planetary survey team, but I think they're all dead. I was out here with the stones when the Sidewinders arrived. I watched them come down like birds with broken wings. Lights flickering on and off, just like the base had been for days. There were soldiers everywhere with rifles and armored suits. I think they loaded the cage onto one of the ships, which took off again, just about. And then a few of the soldiers. I saw the flashes inside the buildings. Gunfire. Something exploded. The main comms relay, I think, but then came more lights. Strange lights, like that rippled like snakes, and that blackness again, opening up in the sky. They tried to get away on foot. Running out to where I was hiding, and I thought they'd see me. They were all flying up like toy soldiers, thrown in the air, pulled up into the lights. Now it's just us. Me and the stones. They're all I can hear. Much louder now, but not hurting like people's voices used to. Loud, but far away. So far.
Well... this is why I don't lick the space mushrooms. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly check around here if there are any more stuff or things that I missed on this base. I would assume this is the first recorded contact with Thargoish, yes. And he clearly gone mad. So that what we have scanned, right? Oh, maybe not. There was one more. Okay, so this is earlier from the 20th.
It's Friday the 20th of October, 3111. This is Professor Penelope Carver. I'm making this log for our own records and keeping it separate from the official logs we're sending to our employer. Why? Well, I'm still concerned about working for Azimuth Biochemicals, to be honest.
Owner of the
Obviously,
fleet
we take
carrier.
on all sorts of contracts for a living, and this isn't our first top-secret commercial project. But the rumours about this corporation... Anyway, my people can handle anything, I'm sure. Azimuth are certainly paying well for our skills. I'll give them that. And those debts of mine aren't going away by themselves. The Coalsack Nebula has turned out to have a lot more scientific value than I expected. We established a site on this planet on the 13th after we detected some very odd signals, and the whole team is excited about what we found. That's another reason I'm logging this. If this turns out to be a big discovery, I want our names attached. The things growing here are like nothing on record. Definitely organic life, but with crystalline or metallic elements and chemistry that even O'Keefe can't make sense of. They're giving off signal bursts on all sorts of frequencies. So are they living organisms or machines of some kind? Murphy and Sheng both think they're alien in origin, as in constructed by non-humans. But Kamalo found that so hilarious we had to turn off his comms.
No, he was wrong.
Our transport ship is long gone by now. But Taylor's using the beacon to transmit our findings back to the company in the Chukchan system. She said the built-in encryption software is top of the line. Which makes me think the stories about Azimuth and its rivals might be true. They obviously want to keep whatever we find, or to them... Oh. Something's going on. I can hear everyone shouting. Did the scouting party find something?
Okay, let's just get a quick overview of what this site actually looks like. I didn't mute again, did I? No, I didn't. There we go. Okay, so we've been over here with the towers, so we gotta go down this building and then around and up the other side to check everything. Okay. There's another uplink. I think that's the one we have. Yes. Just zoom in. Where did I put zoom on the scanner? I can't remember. Oh well, I'll have to make do with this then. That's that one. That is that one. Which I think we have as well. Yes. So we just need to check the other side of the base over here. Oh. Aha! There was another one here.
This is Professor Carver, 27th of October, 3111. Hopefully this log will record. Half of our equipment isn't working properly right now. Everything's changed since we found the crashed ship. For one thing, it's alien. Definitely non-human technology. I should sound more excited, I know. Every scientist's dream, isn't it? But something about this just feels wrong. I know the others feel the same. Even Kamalo isn't smiling anymore. We're still mostly in the dark about the object we retrieved from inside the wreckage. Is it the pilot, or the cargo, or maybe some organic component of the ship itself? It seems totally inert, but we've had electromagnetic interference all over the base since we brought it back. And that can't be a coincidence. Storing it has caused problems. Shane lashed something together using the strongest bulkheads they could find, but apparently it's still breaking that down. The equipment failures meant O'Keefe couldn't fully analyze its chemical structure, making him so angry that he actually attacked Kamalo for telling him to calm down. I've never had to break up my people like that. We've worked together for years. It's Murphy I'm most worried about, though. He can't tear himself away from those growths on the surface. The stones, he calls them. Like the Neolithic standing stones on Earth. We keep finding him out there in his suit, standing under the jet black sky, staring at them. He won't tell us why. We've been sending back reports, but Taylor just relayed a message that made my blood run cold. Azimuth has ordered us to cease all transmissions and await the arrival of their megaship, the Adamastor, which will transport us and our samples to a secure facility. And now I'm wondering why I got involved with a corporation that's rumoured to have its own private army. Have I put everyone at risk by taking this job?
Okay, so it seems to me that they mentioned the crashed ship, and I think that's probably where we're gonna go next. And it's just gonna quickly check there's nothing else. Now we're gonna full circle here, so that's fine. So it seems like they found the crashed ship, they pulled out a probe, they took the probe back, tried to contain it, but as we know, the corrosive effect of the probe most likely caused all their stuff to fail. After the company figured out what was wrong, they sent the Adamastor out here to pick them up. As they were flying away, we then head to the other system. The ship is about to break down, everything is about to go haywire. And then she abandoned ship and crashed and died. And then the ship, everybody died, I guess. And the problem is we're assuming it's a probe. It sounds like it's a probe, but it's making a lot of noises that probes usually don't make. But there was a crashed Thargoid ship about 400 kilometers away. Which is a bit of a journey.
Landing gear
Oh,
retracted.
hello. Let me just pull you back a little bit.
Shift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, I think they put it in some kind of container, and they said they built it out bulkheads, so it seems like to be more than just a case. It could be that maybe it was more fresh than the ones we have. No, I think a lot of the smashing things, that's not the Thargoids. Or unless, I mean, they could be, if they put in the case that it was actually, that would make sense. If this is actually a Thargoid, like the actual, like, Thargoid they captured. And it was pretty damn mad. That would make sense. Yeah, Revcom's still streaming, but it's getting really, really late now, so we'll see how long we keep going. Gotta make my way to the crashed Thargoid ship. It's a good, I mean, it could be a probe, but again, it made a lot of noises that we haven't heard probes make, so probably more likely that it's a Thargoid. I love this event. It could be a Thargoid. I don't know if it's a Thargoid. Okay, I'm gonna go for a slightly steeper approach here. I don't want to glide 100 kilometers. It's probably more like it. What if it's a Guardian? That Guardian makes a lot of Thargoid sounds. And I don't know what Guardians are doing inside a Thargoid ship. There we have it. Not the easiest place to land. It's in a pretty cool spot. I think I'm gonna go down there and land. Still nothing. I have to go further. Okay, over here then. There we go. There was a spot here somewhere. There it was. There. Borg, yes. Oh, and was it Raymond who asked earlier if we have a private group for BGS stuff? Yes, I do. It's called MP_Astro. You're more than welcome to send a request to join. If you're working for TerraX. Problem is now I'm not really sure where the Thargoid was. Oh, it's right there. Ah. Oh, the gravity here is all over the place. Nope. So far the crash ship does not show up on radar. I feel like at this distance it should begin to show up, at least at this kind of size. Where did they go? I was looking at chat. No, I didn't. That's my ship, so it's probably in this direction. Yeah. Nope, there's nothing. Nothing on radar. Ah. Okay, let's try this.
Drive assist on. Cargo scope retracted.
Oh, is it the handbrake to hold and not to... Oops. I need to go and change that. Hold on. Option, controls. Something like driving miscellaneous. Nope. Driving throttle, maybe? Driving in general? Handbrake. Toggle. There we go. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? It seems like there was nothing here. There's no locks or anything. It's just the model, and you can go, you can look at it, and it's pretty. But with that view, I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. It's almost 2 a.m. here. I have to go to work tomorrow, so I need some sleep now. That was actually quite fun. I think I got around everything. I hope. Maybe. I don't... I mean, there's obviously some things that we haven't seen. I think the SRV needs to... Oh, right. That computer is not set up right. It's only 1 a.m. Okay. But still. I still have work tomorrow. No. 1 a.m. Sorry. I don't know why that I need to get that fixed. But no. I think I got around most of the things. I feel like the SRV, the crashed SRV, needs to give a lock. And I think obviously the listening post needs to give a log as well. So that's something we'll have to come back to, and maybe that can reveal something a little bit. But I think by going 2 ways around the loop, we could kind of get all the pieces together anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna call it for today. It's also been... Right, I don't know, because I crashed midway, so I don't know how long I've been streaming. But I think I've been streaming for at least 3 hours. And I really hope you enjoyed it. If you want to follow along with all the latest Elite Dangerous news, guide, tutorials, then do remember to go down and subscribe to the channel. And while you're at it, if you would give the video or the live stream a like, it helps a lot. Same goes for you guys watching over on Twitch. If you want more live streams, then go down and hit the follow button, and also give it a like on your way out. Next scheduled live stream is on Tuesday, and I'm going to be streaming at 8 o'clock in-game time. Remember that now daylight saving is over, so now it is at 8 o'clock in-game time. And plan, unless something very exciting happens, something new, I will do what I actually intended to do last week, which is to build, actually quite fitting where we are right now, I'm going to be building myself a new anti-Xeno ship, a new Thargoid combat ship, because I kind of feel like I want to try something different, maybe something bigger compared to the crate, or just something different at least. Yeah, Tuesday's US election day. I know there's probably going to be a lot of people who's going to watch that and not live streams, but it's my usual time spot, and I have a lot of viewers in Europe who probably does not watch the US election. So we're going to be building anti-Xeno ships there, and I hope you'll come by and give me some feedback, tell me what I'm doing wrong, and tell me what I'm doing right. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give a like, and until next time, I will see you guys in space.